Pet of the Week, brought to you by First National Bank. Are you ready to turn your dreams into reality? Look no further than First National Bank, your genuine Maine community bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. We're here with Catherine Ravenscraft from Bangor Humane Society and a new friend, as always, for our Pet of the Week.
Yes, this is Jax. And as you can see by that sugar on his muzzle, he is an older guy. We've got him aged at around 7. And he is, I mean, what is there to say? He's just the best boy.
He's such a good boy. He sits when I've asked him to sit.
He's very well mannered. He does need a little leash training. He has taken me on a pretty good joyride this morning. Yes, you. Yes,
no,
you.
I didn't.
He's muscular.
He is.
He's a big guy.
He is.
Yeah.
He is built.
So
but
what's his story?
So he came in as a stray. He came in with it was kind of, I guess, almost an abandonment situation. So he came in with a cat from the same place. The word on the street is that the cat is not Jax's biggest fan. Yeah. So it's hard to know, is that the cat or is it Jax? So if you have cats in your home, you'll just want to do really slow, guided introductions with a cat, and hopefully, if you're thinking about getting a dog, your cat's had some exposure to dogs,
right?
So they're a little more dog savvy. But otherwise, he's pretty perfect. He doesn't seem to be too riled up by the sight of other dogs when he's leaving and coming back into the kennel.
That's huge.
He spent some time with a staff person's 9 and 13-year-old kids. Did great with them. So he seems to be pretty much the perfect dog. Yeah.
And he's really handsome.
He's so handsome.
And that's a plus, too.
Yeah, it is. He's got that big blocky head.
I know,
and
that's my favorite type of dog.
Oh my gosh.
Dogs with a big head.
Yeah, yeah. He does need a vet relationship because he is getting a little older, but specifically because he has got some arthritis going on in one of his hind legs. I think it's the left, but you know, we've looked at x-rays. The doctor doesn't know whether it's just degenerative or whether it's the result of an old injury, but somebody will want to keep an eye on that. He does take carprofen daily, which is like ibuprofen for dogs, and in terms of expense, it's a really low lift. So please, I don't want that to discourage anyone, but that is sort of a part of his care.
I know the feeling, dude. I'm getting older too. I gotta take things.
You know, Catherine, too, we were talking before we went on the show. You've said you haven't really had a concerning amount of, okay, let me rephrase. You said you haven't seen people not get a dog because they're an older dog, and that's a pleasant surprise for you.
Exactly. That's been my experience in the 5 years that I've been at the shelter, is that does not appear to be a deterrent. We don't have older dogs languishing for longer periods of time than any other dogs, and if anything, folks tend to really be drawn towards older dogs.
Yeah, they're well trained. They've been around. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, and you know, it does take a special person because it's going to be a shorter period of time, and so there needs to be some recognition of that. But I think that the people that are interested really just want to give, especially a shelter dog, that last couple of really fantastic years. Yeah. But I mean, at 7, he could have 5 or 6 years left to go. It's hard to know.
Right. Catherine and I were also talking this morning. My first dog was from the Bangor Humane Society, and he was 10, and we had the pleasant surprise of him living a little bit longer than we thought.
Exactly.
For 5 or 6 more years.
Yeah.
So it was like, wow, what a pleasant surprise.
And you know, we're just doing the best we can with the aging. We look at their teeth, we evaluate their physical health, and we take a best guess when they come in with no history. So he could be a little older, he could be a little younger. And even the sugar on the muzzle, some dogs just gray earlier than others. So
you just have a touch of gray.
Exactly.
Me too, pal. I have so much in common with this dog right now. So.
It's distinguishing.
Yes, it is.
Hey, we're all out of time. If you're interested, though, contact the Bangor Humane Society. They got all kinds of pets over there. Thank you for coming in, Catherine.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to send it back over to Conrad for a look at that forecast.